Welcome back to the midlife transits that we can all experience as a human being, how they affect us, and how it shows up for women in particular in perimenopause and menopause. Now, we have approached what is traditionally coined as the midlife crisis transit, the Uranus opposition. This is your classic midlife crisis. Stella gets her groove back, does whatever, dyes her hair multiple different colors, maybe gets a ton of different tattoos, going out partying, revamping her style, doing all of the things, starting to kind of act like a rebellious teenager. This is par for the course because Uranus symbolizes freedom, independence, breaking away from suffocating structures that we've gotten ourselves into consciously or that we have played a role in society. Like that career that we may have had, we got that degree for and we worked super hard to have, all of a sudden feels like a ball and chain. You're like, I cannot even begin to imagine walking through this door of employment for another day, let alone another year. I have got to break free. This happens between the ages of 41 and 44. Fresh off of the hills of your Pluto square and your Neptune square. We are kind of meshing all these together there towards the end of those other two squares with the Pluto and the Neptune. And then we're moving directly into the lightning bolt that wakes us up from the fog of the Neptune square and wakes us out of the deep transformative state of ego death that we experienced during the Pluto square. This is such a revelational part in your life that from this point on, once you complete it around the age of 44, your life is not going to look the same. Your mindset, where you're living may even change. This really depends on the house that your natal Uranus is in, as well as the house that the transiting Uranus is in. Our previous stability is really disrupted. If you are in perimenopause or postmenopause at this point, you have fully reached into the space of walking out of being a maiden or goddess, and now you are crone initiation. This has been going on for a while. Most women begin their perimenopause journey in their early to mid 30s. Now, if you're a late bloomer, you may just be getting started on your perimenopause journey. And now you're doing it during this Uranus opposition, where a lot of those things that worked for you in life before are now not working at all. I say this a lot because it's a very common theme. I see this with my clients that I work with all the time. I've experienced it myself firsthand with my friends, my family, myself. Very common. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just in a Uranus opposition. You can find yourself breaking free of old relationships, old careers, old identities. Whereas that Pluto square is really more of an internal experience, and that Neptune is more of an energetic and spiritual experience. This is where things come together, where you take action. No longer are you going to sit in those spaces where you have outgrown them. You are ready to move along. You take the steps to do it. Going through a divorce, you may start to see that you are empty nesting and your children are getting older in school, if not gone off to school at this point. You need to refigure out your living situation. The house is too big. It's too quiet. I hate it. I wanted to live by the ocean my entire life. And now you're just going to become a coastal grandmother, or preparing yourself to be a coastal grandmother. You begin to embrace the changes because you're making them. Your uncomfortability to staying the same outweighs your uncomfortability to change because you start to initiate them. I loved this part of my life because it was extraordinarily freeing, but it was a little chaotic. And if you experience the chaos, good. It just means that you're doing it right.